I just opened up my Blackstone and cockroach jumped out and he jumped underneath the burners. So let's turn it on and see what happens. Hi, I'm Kristen. And this is Jody. With our kids, Rylan and Tegan, we made the decision to live life differently. To prioritize the things that made us come alive.
Nice, buddy!
So we pulled our kids out of school and reinvented the idea of what school is.
I can't touch that. It freaks me out.
And we chose a life of travel, where we learn, we work, and we adventure. So subscribe below and come join us.
At this campground, we used a piece of gear that we've been carrying around for about a year and have never used, but I'm super thankful that we had it. We showed up to our campsite and the 30 amp electric did not work, so we used our converter to be able to tap into the 50 amp plug. So super beneficial to have. I thought it was a waste of a piece of gear, but today I am thankful we had it because all other campsites were full and we wouldn't have been able to have electric, which would have been a pain. All right, we are off to the Everglades National Park. We're gonna stay in the campground. The thing about this campground coming up is it has no electric and no water. So we really get to give our solar a try and a run for its money, especially if it's hot. So we experimented a camp ago about how long we could run our air conditioning and how fast the battery ran down. So we can run it for about 10 minutes and it'll go down about 6%. So play that by ear, give it a go. Hopefully it's not hot and muggy and buggy.
Holy macaroni and cheese, it's hot.
It's so hot.
Jody's licking a bowl of guacamole. Tegan is working on his Ranger. Rylan's working on her Ranger. I'm sitting in front of the fan. Mom's sitting in the fan. But the saddest one of all. So sad. The kids and I are heading over to Everglades Visitor Center to get our ranger badges and check out what else there is to do here. And I think we'd like to try to find some sawgrass, because did you know the Everglades is just a bunch of sawgrass? I did not. This is Everglades and it's mostly made up of what we assumed is grasses. It's called sawgrass, but we have to figure out for our ranger program whether it is a grass, a sedge, or a rush, which are different. So we're gonna go feel these really quick and get an idea. Oh,
I'm bitten on an anthill.
Are you okay?
Yes.
What happened?
Stepped on an anthill.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Well, we just wanted to touch the sawgrass, but instead Tegan got eaten by ants.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yep. But this is the only thing that I'm not okay about. Is that once you get bitten, you just itch for hours.
Yeah, ants are the worst. He's like, I feel like I'm getting bitten. I look down, they're all over his leg. And I swear to you, ants like signal each other to start biting because they all start biting like immediately. And his shoes were filled with ants. So we ripped off his shoes, wiped down his body. And of course there's one shoe in the back still because I think it still has some ants. So when we get to the next place, I'll inspect it a little bit more. So fun. Ant free. Everglades National Park is 1.5 million acres and is home to hundreds of animal species, including 39 threatened species. The Everglades have two very distinct seasons, dry and wet season. We are visiting on the back end of its dry season, so the yellow flies and the mosquito population are much lower than the wet season.
Made it to Biscayne, and we are seeing these weird, like foot-long lizards that are everywhere. They have like red heads. At first we thought they were rainbow whiptails, but they don't really look like that anymore.
So we just found out that we can paddleboard here through the mangroves, and he told us about a freshwater channel where there's always manatee that hang out. So I said, what about putting the dog on the paddleboard? And he's like, I don't care. I'm like, what about alligators? He's like, no alligators, you'll hit crocodiles. But crocodiles are super shy and timid, and they are way more shy than an alligator. And alligators haven't really wanted to be our friend, so.
Okay, we've made our way over to the estuary, and this is where manatees really like to come because they can get fresh water in the estuaries. And Rylan and I have already spotted two, but we couldn't get them on camera fast enough because they kind of surface and go, so it's going to be hard to get them on camera, but kind of exciting, we just saw two already. Because manatee eat these sandy grasses, their molars wear down. So manatee actually have like conveyor belt teeth. As the molars wear down from eating that sand, the back molars grow and the front molars that are worn out pop out so they have fresh teeth to eat their grass.
Okay, so we just had an Amazon pickup, and I picked a spot close to a Walmart because I knew we were going to go to a Walmart. And so I picked Homestead Trading Company. And as Trading Post. And as we pulled up, we realized it's a gun shop. I had to get keyed in. There is lots of different kinds of guns in there. And I was getting my Amazon package a little intense, for sure. So next time I think I'm going to do a little bit more research when I'm picking my drop-off location.
I just opened up my Blackstone and a cockroach jumped out and he jumped underneath the burners. So let's turn it on and see what happens. So gross.
Hey, when this happens.
Despite the cockroaches, we have absolutely loved this part of Florida. Thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a great time. So just click down below and join us next week as we head to the Florida Keys.